Welcome back
to
Soul's Enlightenment with
Vera
and Chrissy.
Yay. I'm going to get a t-shirt that says yay.
Yeah. That's cute. All right. Well, here we are in our sweltering little backyard oasis.
Yes.
And thank you for joining us today. We would like to talk a little bit about the universe helping us along with our life lessons
and our life chart.
When we stay in a situation too long, let's say.
It could be a job, it could be relationships, it could be health, it could be anything, but we're going to be talking about relationships.
Yeah, in this one. Many of us have experienced this.
Oh, heavens, yes.
When
I still have the boot of the universe that kicked me in my butt.
Man, me
boot
too.
Impression, yeah.
Because, I mean, I think about the office. When we were working at the office, and I didn't know it at the time, but I found out later that I was supposed to leave there a year before I left.
How'd you find that out?
Actually, I found that out from your master teacher, Angus,
Yay.
in a trance through you.
Yes.
And that's what he said, that, sometimes our lessons get more challenging and more challenging. In that case, it was in the work environment.
Exactly.
When we might have, let's say, bullying happening and a situation that just becomes intolerable.
Right.
Because, hello, we're supposed to be on our way.
Right.
And that's the hard part in life, is that we have to find our own way, because the carrot in front of our face, like for me, might be, well, if you leave here, how are you going to ever make it?
Right.
That's what my boss was telling me at the time.
That you would not make it.
That I could never make it without her. That I would. And then we get cell memory that kicks in from past lives when we did die, or because we were killed for leaving that person's service when we were serving them.
Right.
Wink, wink. Not that this doesn't have anything to do with the past life or anything. Wink, wink. But today, we are going to use an example of one of your clients. And what should we call her?
We can call her Jay.
Jay. So, Vera, do you want us to give us a little bit of backstory about Jay's situation?
Yes. She's in a situation where she's in an intolerable for her relationship with her husband. And it's like she's already outgrown. Sometimes we just outgrow people.
Right.
And they've outgrown each other, pretty much, her mostly, because I really don't know only what I feel about the husband, right? And I don't think he wants to change the situation because he has it easy. He doesn't have to work. She's the one that has to work. And it's not like she wants to work. Of course she does, because she wants to be creative and everything, and contribute. But she's the only one bringing in the money, and it's not like they can make it on her paycheck.
Oh, wow.
So she's had to ask people for help, to where now they see her coming and they go the other way.
Now, see that?
I'm a little bit exaggerating, but that's kind of like the feeling you get. Like, no one wants to talk to me because they're afraid I'm going to ask.
And sometimes that can even be an aspect of our chart and the universe saying, okay, this isn't going to work because you're meant to be doing something else.
Right.
And again, the situation gets to be where we just can't make it like that anymore. And we have to move. And that's the scary part.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going to happen.
But it feels like she's shriveling up inside the longer she stays.
And that's what's so fascinating. That's what happens to us when we stay in a situation that's slowly killing our spirit.
Right.
Because that's what happened to me at the office.
And that's what happened to me. And look what happened. I got sick.
You got sick.
Because I wanted to stay, because I had my clients, I had my regressions, I thought that, I needed to stay because people needed me. That's ego. Seriously, it really is, because you can do it somewhere else and still help people. But I didn't have enough faith in myself that I could do it. That I needed that other person's help.
Yeah. And for me also, there's somewhat of the programming of like, okay, I'm staying here because I need to do this for a higher purpose that's going to really help people and get the message out there, the philosophy out there. Now, in this situation, it could be fears of being alone, not being in the relationship anymore. It could be just, that's all we've known for so long.
Right.
Especially with relationships, right? And it's like, what is it going to be without that person? Because even though it's not positive, at least we know it.
Well, and that's why it's comfortable, because even if it's like you said, it doesn't nurture our soul anymore or whatever, it's something we know.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And we tend to stay in the situation, and the universe is going,
it's time to go.
It's like it suffocates us, it suffocates our spirit. And then what are we going to do?
Exactly. And the reason why she was staying was because of children. And that is what mothers do. It's like we want our children to be happy, and then we're not happy, and then the other partner is not happy. So what are the kids really learning?
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
We don't want to have that keep going generation after generation, stay just because of the children, because that's what women are taught, or were in my generation.
Right.
Not now, thankfully.
Right.
You girls rock out there.
Yeah. Rock stars.
Yeah. I shouldn't say just girls, right?
Oh, yeah. No, definitely.
You human beings rock.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
because it's not just women, it's men that go through it as well. Or
yeah.
whoever.
Oh my gosh. I mean, look at the perfect example of the Johnny Depp situation that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great example.
And look what he went through all that time, but look what he learned.
Exactly. So it's not about gender. It's not about it's not about social class or anything. These are timeless classic lessons, no matter what country or whatever our situation
or whatever
is.
Your status is in the world. It doesn't matter. There's always lessons.
Exactly. So for Jay, she's faced with this situation that's it's gotten worse and worse, right? Now,
to the point where the house is going to be, they're going to lose it.
Repossessed, possibly.
Yeah.
So when it starts to get that bad, now we're back to with the universe. Things happen to where the universe is forcing us to move.
Right.
Now, has she experienced to where it's gotten to that point?
Now, right now it is. And plus, she's really struggling because there's a different dynamic also in play, is because she's learned that she's bisexual and maybe leans more towards women now. Okay. But then she's having to, what are my kids going to think? What are my kids going to do?
Wow.
That kind of thing. Even though now it's more accepted, but it's not in your personal home.
Right.
Yeah. And apparently the husband has been really tainting the older children.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Against
her, right?
Oh, no. How many children?
I don't want to say.
Oh, okay.
Because then
we don't want to, we don't want to,
somebody to figure out who it is. Yeah.
It's not necessary.
Yeah, it's just, So that's another thing. And then worrying, is she doing the right thing? Is she, having to make her children move, that kind of stuff. So, and we don't realize how resilient children really are, especially if you're happy and they can see, they'll learn by your actions.
Amen, sister.
And they have their own chart as well. They've got to learn how to deal with life's circumstances.
Right. And, I'm not a mother in this life, but as mentioned earlier, you were saying, because as mothers or fathers, we want our children to be happy.
Right.
And we're teaching them so much. But specifically wanting them to be happy. I remember when my mom left my father for a weekend and took us kids with her. I was so happy.
Yeah.
She could have thought that staying on the farm with my father would make us happy. But I was so happy. I wished it was just my mom and my brothers and I.
Yeah.
But she went back.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to state that we might think that staying would make the children happy, but really that's not necessarily always the case.
Right.
Just wanted to point that out. What else is happening with your...
Well, it's now getting to the point where it's, she can't hide anymore. She just can't.
Really?
Yeah.
So does her husband have any idea? I mean, is he unhappy too, or no, she's outgrown the situation?
Yeah.
Usually it's the more spiritual one that outgrows the situation.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I just know the husband doesn't want things to change.
Got you.
But he's had it made.
Right.
He doesn't have to do anything. She does everything. Why would he want to leave? But you have to do what you were meant to do on this planet.
Right.
So she has to buck up and do what's right for her and the children. I don't mean buck up, but get that courage that she has within. Right. That's what I really mean. Because there is that courage with mama bears. I'm telling you, women have lifted cars to help their children.
Absolutely.
And like that one woman that was like 5'1" or something, and she lifted up a whole car because her child was stuck. It's amazing what we can do.
It never ceases to amaze me what it's so scary to face a dominating person or a situation that we're scared to face, like in Jay's case, right? But when it comes to protecting our children, when it comes, a mother protecting her children, they will face a dragon. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whatever they need to do.
Yeah.
At least the women that I know in my personal life, my mother's like that, you're like that. It's kind of awe-inspiring, the strength is what I'm trying to get at.
And she's very creative. She's a beautiful voice, can act. So it's like she can, I told her, we are living in our own kind of play. Because we wrote the outline, we wrote the chart. That's your play. How are you going to, how do you want it to end?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And I said, and believe that that's the ending.
Yes.
Write the ending already and know that that's what you're going for.
Now, I really love that.
Yeah.
Because you're sparking her creative power that we all have, right? And visualization. So she's going to create that.
Exactly. Because that's what we do. We can manifest. We have to we have to work and get that. Right. It's not like how the Secret said, just believe it and it'll happen. No. You still have to do the work.
I completely agree.
To get there, but know that you will get there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there was a situation also where my client was trying to go through these different avenues and talking to lawyers and that kind of thing. And she wrote a text to her friend, letting her friend know what she was up to and what she was going to do, and inadvertently sent it to her husband.
Oh my gosh.
So it's there's not going to be an element of surprise now, but that was meant to happen, even though it's as hard as it is, because it makes you keep moving forward.
Oh my gosh. And that's the universe.
That's the universe saying, this is going to...
It's like, okay, it's like our path starts to get narrower and narrower and narrower.
And I was trying to get her to try to sell the house when that wave was up, where you were getting the most from your money, and now it's on that downside. But still, it doesn't matter. It's her moving forward.
That's all that matters.
And then getting whatever she, can get from the house. Yeah.
Because then, when that happens, it's like, then there's no going back.
Right.
I mean, I couldn't imagine.
There's no going back because the other side knows what you're doing.
And that's where it's like,
you got to do it.
It's fascinating how we write our charts, because here we are writing our chart going, okay, if I don't get it here, then this is going to happen. Right. If I don't get it here, this is going to happen. And it just keeps like, and then finally we get to the point.
Yeah. Exactly.
And there she is. And there most of us get to be, whatever situation, we
put ourselves in.
Exactly. So let's see now.
Is it time for a
commercial break? Not necessarily we need to, because it's going to be a video.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot.
Yes. Well, that's because
we're moving on up.
Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, it just a few things that stand out is, I mean,
now can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Okay. What angel would you send to her to give her that strength to keep going?
Michael.
Awesome.
Michael, the archangel.
That's what I thought too.
Michael, there's nowhere that angels fear to tread.
Right.
We're the ones that get afraid, but
right.
we have the strength. We would not be sent here without
a plan.
Right. Everything we need to make it in our life is within us.
Right.
It's our spiritual toolbox. And Michael is this amazing warrior angel that is always by her side. And when she is facing her own, I don't want to say it's not a demon or a dragon, but when she's facing her greatest challenges, her greatest test,
right,
he's right there to cut through the negativity, really, of fear, and to have that protection.
Yeah, we're swinging on a swing if you hear that creaking.
I didn't think about that.
WD-40.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But he's the angel of revelation.
And the kids too? Would you send the kids to Michael
definitely,
too?
Definitely.
Awesome.
Because revealing, she doesn't need to be afraid. She can make it.
Right, she can.
She's been making it already.
Oh, that's what I said.
She's the one that's supporting. So, angel of revelation, warrior angel, by her side, and he's going to help give her that strength and that courage that she already has within her.
Exactly.
And
that's what I told her. If you could see what I see for your future, you would have done it a long time ago. Yeah. And you're going to tell yourself, what the hell? Why did I wait so long?
I know.
But our analytical mind starts kicking in and going, oh no, this isn't going to work. I can't do it. I can't make it on my own. I've gone through it. I mean, millions of people have gone through it.
Yeah. And then we just finally get to that place. It's like,
and you go, oh my God, really?
Yeah, because once we get to the other side of it, the hardest, scariest part is the first step.
Yes.
And then once we get on that path, she'll do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, did they share a past life together, her and her husband?
Yes. I can't remember what it is.
Okay.
But she told me, because this is like happening again.
Oh, I see.
And this is where she was supposed to have stepped up and taken charge of her life, but she's kept procrastinating.
Because it's scary.
Yeah, it is.
Especially if you have some memory if she was killed or hurt or, confined before or something like that. But it's great that her soul has given her the opportunity to do it, to step up.
And to realize how amazing she is.
Yeah.
That's another thing that we have to remember.
She doesn't need him.
No.
And I mean,
not that she doesn't need to have love and he doesn't need to have love. That I hope that for both of them.
Yeah.
But you have, your chart is going to pull you where exactly you need to be.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah. So it's better to go with the flow, than to try to, go against the current.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So definitely Michael.
Yep.
He's right there. We had a friend that had a dream about Michael not long ago. He's a busy angel.
Yes, he is, isn't he? He's amazing. I love him.
Well, we are sending her our, best
positive energy.
Yes, we're with you in spirit, Jay.
Yep.
Michael is with you.
Yes.
And
and everybody else that loves her on the other side.
Yeah.
All of the past lives people that she's been with, all of the relatives that she has in this lifetime that are on the other side now. There's like I want to say army, but it's even better than that. She just has a support system that we all do.
Right.
That's amazing, and we just don't know it sometimes.
Right. I mean, this is good for all of us to really enjoy and appreciate that information, no matter what we're doing in life or someone that we know might be going through tests or universe showing us our path. Or just, getting through life on a daily basis to remember how much support we have with us.
Yeah.
And having the courage to follow our
and
our
just
chart.
and also once you get over a hurdle, does that mean, oh God, okay, now I'm on easy street, I'm on my chart? No, we still have challenges.
Right. We're always going to be in life.
We're always going to have challenges, but it doesn't have to be as big as the one that you just jumped over.
Right. It gets easier.
It does.
Because, just like with Jay, we're gaining our strength up. And then once we've done it once, it's like, okay, this is nothing compared to that.
Yeah.
We start to get the feel of how it feels to feel our power or our strength, or that we're okay if we do something that's right for us.
Right.
It actually works out better for our children, what have you.
Yeah. And they're going to have like an adjustment. But when you show them who you really are and how strong you are, then that is what they pick up. And even though they're kicking and screaming along the way,
right,
but they do have it sink in. It's just they're trying to not get rid of what they know.
Right.
It's scary too. So, but there's magic that happens after as well.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's the best part, is the magic.
Is the magic.
Well,
that we manifest.
Yes, exactly. That we visualize and create. That's our amazing ability that we have within us.
Yes.
No matter what it is, we can do it. That is our script, our play to write.
It is. Definitely.
Love it. I'm just thinking of a canvas and how that could be our life, and whatever we think, that's where we're going.
Exactly.
Right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And Vera, any last words?
Journey with us.